Hey, what's up guys? It's Michael Loyd. I'm a pro pickleball player, coach, and believe it or not, Pokemon aficionado. I've been competing on the tour since 2023. I've won over 135 matches, and I'm currently ranked in the top 10 for men's singles. Today, I'm going to be teaching you guys all about the mistakes that beginners make when playing pickleball. We're going to go over the common mistakes and how to fix them. But don't worry guys, if you're new to pickleball, you're going to make these mistakes. I know I made them myself. Number one, creeping forward too early after serving. A lot of new players will hit their serve and then casually move forward without even realizing it. This tip is not just for the server, but for their partner as well. Both of you guys need to make sure you're behind the baseline before the return comes your way. Creeping forward is going to put you in no man's land. This is going to be a problem if the return comes back deep, because then you'll be hitting that third on your back foot. This is probably one of the most common mistakes that I see. Everybody wants to hit their serve and then race up to the kitchen line, but we always want to make sure that we wait and see that return first before we start to make our way up. All right, so you see what I did there? I made the mistake of coming in too fast, and then I was left on my back foot, defensive, just tossing up a pop-up, only to have the next ball smash down at my feet. So here we'll show you what to do instead. Okay, see how I stayed back on that ball, gave myself an opportunity to actually step into the next shot and hit a much better third. Stay behind the baseline until after your opponent has hit their return, then you can move forward with intent. Number two, rushing up to the kitchen without setting your feet. It's common to see players sprint forward after their third shot and never plant their feet before the next ball. This is gonna be bad for a number of reasons. The main thing though, is that you'll never be on balance and you'll always be defending, okay? This is what that's gonna look like. See how I'm just scrambling from the get-go? Even though I made those shots, I was always defending, always kind of popping up a ball. Instead, I want to really make sure I take the time to be balanced, okay? We'll show you that. Okay, so there instead, I got my feet set between each shot. I gained a little bit of ground every time. I wasn't worried about getting there all in one shot, but instead, I was balanced on each and every one. This is bad because you'll be moving forward while your opponent hits, and you can't defend effectively like that. How often have you or your partner just sprinted up to the line only to have that next shot planted right at your feet? The fix is to move up quickly, but to set your feet before the ball comes your way so that you have a stable base. Number three, overhitting everything. Everyone wants to rip the ball like it's tennis or ping pong, but that's not how it works in pickleball. When I came over from tennis, that's all I wanted to do is hit, drive, and that's gonna lead to me actually losing control of a lot of points. I'll be at the mercy of my opponent's counters, and you'll oftentimes see that you should have just reset that ball and given yourself a chance to get to the next shot, okay? We'll show what that looks like. Okay, so while I may be able to hit a couple of good quality shots, I'm not gonna be able to sustain that over the course of a match, and eventually it's gonna lead to me either making errors or giving them a shot that they can just counter down at my feet. I also see a lot of people overhitting up at the kitchen line. This is where it's a little uncomfortable for newer players to be dinking and hitting the soft game. So a lot of times they just hit balls as hard as they can and hope for something good. But you'll see that's not gonna work out. It's a game of soft, strategic shots until you set up that kill shot. When you rip the wrong shot, you lose control, often popping the ball up and giving an opportunity to your opponents. The fix is to focus on placement and control. Oftentimes in pickleball, more is less. How many times have we all tried to go for the superhuman shot only to realize that a safe place dink would have been the better option? Hey guys, it's Michael Loyd. If you're enjoying this video and you're serious about leveling up your pickleball game, I've got something special for you. It's called 5 Pro Drills Bundle. These aren't your average warm-ups or the same old 7-Eleven drill you've seen 100 times. These are the exact drills me and other pros use to sharpen our skills before tournament. Stuff that works whether you're a beginner looking to get consistent or an intermediate trying to break through the next level. You'll get step-by-step instructions plus a written format you can bring straight out to the court so you never forget what to practice. Just click the link in the description, drop your email, and you'll have immediate access to all 5 drills. It's completely free, and trust me, once you try them, you'll feel the difference in your game right away. All right, let's get back to the video. Number 4, not moving with your partner. A lot of doubles players just chase the ball around the court without ever thinking about spacing. If you're not shifting side to side with your partner, you're gonna be leaving gaps on the court. A lot of times in a cross-court dinking pattern, the right side player will end up shifting further and further over to cover those dinks. And if that left side player just hangs out over on their side, the middle will be exposed, okay? So I'll show you what that looks like. Instead of the left side player just hanging out on their side of the court, we want them to shift middle so that they're always a threat to help cover it. This concept applies to more than just being at the kitchen line. It's also going to be the same whether we're in transition or back at the baseline. Imagine a string connecting you and your doubles partner. Move as a unit, especially when covering the middle. A lot of times I'll be watching a crazy point, I'll see a player go out wide, get some crazy get, and then only to have their partner just stand on the other side and watch the next ball float right through the middle. Number 5, not adjusting grip pressure. It's a common mistake for a player to grip the paddle the exact same way for every shot. Your grip should change depending on the shot. When thinking about grip pressure, I always like to think about the rule of 10. If my opponent is giving me an 8, I want my grip pressure to add up to that 10. So in the example where he's driving a ball at me at an 8, I want to have a nice relaxed grip at about a 2 out of 10. Okay, here we go. If, for example, Alex gives me an 8 and I try to match that with an intensity of an 8, a lot of times I'm going to overhit the ball and have too much tension in my grip. Again, I'm missing that ball just because I'm holding the grip a little bit too tight. Looser for soft shots, stronger for power. You should be holding it just strong enough to keep the paddle from twisting. Don't choke the grip, but don't let it flop either. Number 6, not keeping your hands up. You don't want to let your paddle drop to your side between shots. Keeping your hands up and your paddle out in front of your chest helps you react faster and stay ready, especially at the kitchen line. The main reason I want to always keep my hands up is I'm always prepared for the fastest shot possible. I have plenty of time to get my paddle down for the slower shots. I don't have enough time to pick it back up for the faster shot, okay? Here's an example of me consistently bringing my hands down and what that's going to lead to. But you see, even though I got the first couple of back, I'm consistently kind of popping it up higher and higher and eventually giving him a kill shot at the end. Pretend you're holding a shield. Always up, always ready to block or strike. An easy way to make sure your hands are always up is to bring your paddle back to that non-dominant hand. This prevents you from leaving it down at your hip and having to bring it back up in the middle of the hands paddles. So let's recap. Here are the mistakes one more time. Creeping forward too early after serving, rushing the kitchen without setting your feet, overhitting everything, not moving with your partner, not adjusting grip pressure, and not keeping your hands up. We've got more beginner breakdowns coming soon, so like and subscribe for more.